Hi all, this is Math 140 Guided Practice 25, and we are in section 7.1, Verifying Identities. So I do want to make a quick note up here to remind ourselves what those identities are. So our three Pythagorean identities that are new here in this section is that sine squared x plus cosine squared x equals 1. Don't leave off those x's. If you divide this through by sine squared, you get 1 plus tangent squared equals secant squared. And if you divide through by sine squared, I think I said cosine last time, you can get, let's see, 1 plus cotangent squared is cosecant squared. All right, and then the other ones that we know here are that tangent x, our basic identity is sine x over cosine x. Cotangent is the reciprocal of tangent, so it's 1 over tangent x. And so if you flip over the tangent, that's cosine x over sine x. And then we've got our other two. So secant x is 1 over cosine, it's the reciprocal. And cosecant, by definition, is 1 over sine x. All right, so we're going to jump in here and verify a couple identities. So again, our strategy here is going to be, let's switch everything to sines and cosines, and then do some algebra to try to get the same thing on both sides. So cosecant is 1 over sine. So we make that switch. And cotangent is cosine x over sine x. All right, from here, I want to clear my denominator. So I'm going to multiply both sides by sine x. On the left, when I distribute this, because it's subtraction, I get 1 minus sine squared x. And on the right, my sines cancel, and I have cosine squared x. Then I almost have that identity up above. If I add sine squared to both sides, I'll have it. And I can simplify that. So 1 equals sine squared x plus cosine squared x. And based on our identity, that one is 1. Okay, and so that's what we want to do. We want to get to a point where both sides are equal. Let's take a peek at number 2. We're going to do the same thing here. We're going to switch out those tangents and turn them into sine over cosine. Now the tangents are squared, so we're going to have sine squared over cosine squared. So let's do that next. So tangent squared is sine squared x over cosine squared x minus the sine squared x equals sine squared x over cosine squared x times the sine squared x. Now this one, take a look at each of the three pieces. I've got a sine squared, and either one of these is a sine squared. I don't want both because they're all one term, but I have one in each place, so I can go ahead and cancel those out. That'll leave me with 1 over cosine squared minus 1 equals sine squared x over cosine squared x. And now I want to go ahead and clear those denominators. So multiply both sides by cosine squared. On the left, again, I'm going to distribute because I'm subtracting, so I have two terms, so I have to distribute. So that's going to give me 1, because the cosines will cancel, minus cosine squared. And on the right, these two cancel. So we're left with just sine squared. And just like in the last one, I almost have that identity. Let's add the cosine to both sides. So cosine squared x added to both sides gives me 1 equals sine squared x plus cosine squared x. All right, and I'm gonna stop this one here, and then I'll pick up in the second video with the last two.